Trust should be the foundation of every relationship. Trust, I'm going to repeat that, should be the foundation of every relationship. Unfortunately, when we look at the foundation of a relationship, whether that relationship is with an individual or just the way we structure our lives overall, the foundation should be secure. It should be solid. The ground should be level. And that the foundation is really dependent on that first stone that's laid, that first instant, that first encounter, those first words spoken is really what's going to set the stage for the structure of that relationship. The foundation is everything. So we're going to talk about that today, the foundation. I am your host, Dr. Lydia Michelle Young, here with my co-host, intercessor Janine Nicole. This is Wednesday, middle of the week. We call this midweek refreshing fire, a moment, a time, a day set aside to give you a word, to share a word with you, to refresh you, and then also to remind you of your worth. Our mantra here is how to survive the flame when what attracts you burns. Again, Sweet Fire, the podcast mantra is how to survive the flame when what attracts you burns. And so, intercessor, come on, jump in, greet the people, and let's get to it.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Sweet Fire, the podcast. Yes, we stop by every week to do just that, to remind each and every one of you of your worth. Because when we come to understand our worth, that's how we survive the flame. We survive that fire. We survive, the attraction to that very thing, to that very one that meant us no good in the first place.
Right.
That was a trap set in place to try to, stop us from realizing our worth. So again, thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in for another episode of Sweet Fire, the podcast.
Absolutely. We do appreciate you. We talk about the first stone in laying a foundation, much like the cornerstone. That first stone is really what sets the stage, the strength, the solid, that relationship or that building being solid. And we've been using for a metaphor now here for several weeks, a metaphor, the burning building, a relationship on fire. Now, I'm not talking about passion. I'm not talking about fire and desire. I'm talking about a relationship that went up in smoke because of, the toxicity, abuse, name calling, mistreating, misusing, so many things that go on in a relationship. That relationship really wasn't purposed to be, but we engage ourselves in things and in relationships that actually cause us pain and bring us harm and chaos and commotion and trouble. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. And it all begins with, with the foundation. What is the foundation that one is building that relationship on? Because if that foundation is what we've talked about, that foundation is rubble, then you can't really say that that relationship is built on a solid foundation, because rubble is not a foundation.
Right.
And oftentimes, unfortunately, and I can speak from experience, I know you can as well, and many out there, we have entered into relationships, and the foundation that we entered into that relationship with was mistrust, low self-esteem, insecurity. And we enter into, those relationships thinking that we're going to have a successful, established, solid relationship. When the fact of the matter is that relationship is not going to be solid that relationship is not going to be successful because the foundation
It's not solid.
is not solid.
Right.
The foundation was wobbly. The foundation was toxic. And last I checked, there's nothing toxic that's good for you.
Right.
And what's going to wind up happening? I know for me, what wound up happening, it ignited. It went up in a blaze because, the foundation that I entered into, relationship with, it wasn't solid.
Absolutely. The foundation must be solid. And so people, a lot of us, and I'll speak for myself, have built relationships that I knew wouldn't work out. I knew it wouldn't last, but there was an attraction there, and that caused a lot of pain. I even dealt with suicidal ideations because of how I felt inside. I was just tormented inside because I wasn't getting the same in return.
Right.
Is one thing, and then it was the fact that person wasn't created for me.
Right. That right there
was not my destiny.
Right.
And so it brought a lot of trouble into my life.
Right.
And we talk about the rubble. You heard intercessor say rubble. That's that burning building. That's that relationship that crumbled. The fire went up in flames, and now there's just debris. There's rubble. There's dust. There's ashes. There's nothing there. And many times when that relationship collapses, instead of us walking, instead of us making our exit, instead of us allowing ourselves to really heal and gain strength, we return to the burnt down building. We return to that burning building. And I mean, how can any of us survive a burning building? Just picture that in your mind. Picture this. If that's our metaphor, the burning building, the relationship, that attraction. Picture this in your mind, walking into a burning building, with hopes that you're going to get something good out of it.
Right.
You're going to get satisfied. You're going to get a feel good, come on, jump in.
Yeah. And a lot of times, when a house is on fire, when a building's on fire, right? You have the residents, you have the owners, you have the proprietors wanting to go back into that building to grab memorabilia, right? To grab, things of value. But what does, the first responders, what do the rescue a team on the ground do? They stop that person from going into that building to grab, what they see as valuable.
And that's
right?
who we are today.
Right.
We're first responders.
Right.
We're trying to keep you from
going
back. We're trying to help you make your exit. That's what we're here to do today.
But they do. They stop them. They're stopping them. Why? Because they're saying, okay, though it may be valuable to you, right? Though you may have some memories attached to that thing is not worth your life.
Right.
You're gonna go into that burning building to grab something that's not worth your life, and you're gonna wind up losing your life.
Because many have returned to those toxic relationships. Toxic again is poison. I mean, people have literally, you're making your exit, and that person that's so into you grabs you to try to prevent you from leaving. You say, no, I'm done with this, but you try to grab them to prevent them from leaving, ripping off their clothes because, you're holding on so tight. So now the shirt is ripped, and, they're fighting to get away, fighting to get out, but you're trying to hold on. You're trying to hold on to that person. You're chasing the toxicity. You're chasing poison. And we've said it before, and we're going to say it again. Don't chase the poison.
Don't chase the poison.
Come on.
It's deadly.
It's deadly.
Poison is deadly.
Yeah.
Poison is deadly. And, and if you're in that relationship and you're fighting to hold on, and that person is packing up their bags to leave,
let them leave.
Let them leave. Let them leave. If they're wanting to leave the relationship because they don't see your worth, They too have acknowledged that it's a toxic relationship. And a lot of times, a toxic relationship is not just one one person in that relationship acknowledging that relationship is toxic. A lot of toxic relationships, both people in that relationship, they realize that they're in a toxic relationship.
It has some real problems.
They realize that relationship has a lot of problems.
But they stay.
So if you are in that type of relationship, an unhealthy relationship, and that partner that you're in that relationship with is trying to make the exit, they're packing up and they're getting ready to go, let them go. Don't try to stop them from leaving. Let them go. And you take that opportunity, again, we're stopping by to say, realize your worth. Take that opportunity to spend some time with you.
Look within.
Get to, know you. Deal with the unresolved issues that you entered into that relationship with, trying to build a solid foundation.
Yes.
Because what you entered into that relationship with is not a solid foundation. It's unhealthy. It's toxicity that means you no good. So spend that time by yourself to look within and deal with those unresolved issues.
Right. Gain your strength so you can live. Gain your strength so you can, survive it and help someone else. That's the whole idea. Make sure your foundation is solid.
And may I say something else? I can tell we're getting ready to close. Spend that time with you so that you can prepare yourself for who is meant for you.
That's it. Prepare yourself for who is actually designed, created, meant for you. Peace be to you. Peace be to your house. And peace be to all